The last year has seen some of the biggest growth in home prices in American history, and Central Iowa has experienced a market unlike anything we've seen in recent history. Ultra-low inventory of homes available for sale, coupled with ultra-low interest rates, have created a great situation for current homeowners. If you've owned a home the past couple of years, you've likely built a ton of equity and built some real wealth. If you're trying to get into the housing market right now, you know just how tough it's been. Maybe you want to buy your first home. Maybe you're wanting to upgrade or downsize from your current home. Or maybe you're looking to invest in real estate. Well, the big question for everyone is, what will happen in the housing market in 2022? Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Tom Miller with eXp Realty here in Central Iowa. Today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics, the current state of the housing market and predictions for 2022. 2021 was another record year for Central Iowa. If you bought and or sold a home in 2021, you know how crazy it was. Am I right? Once again, we set a new record for the total number of homes sold at a total of 17,642. For some perspective, in 2020, we sold 16,490 homes. And in 2019, 14,191 homes sold. That is some remarkable growth considering we're still technically in a pandemic. And we achieved this with the lowest number of homes actively available for sale in recent history. Back in May, we hit a record low of only 1,643 homes for sale. And even more amazing, between March and April, we bounced off a record low of a meager 515 single-family resale homes that were available for sale. Those numbers are really wild. Demand was very strong despite the low inventory, and this is what pushed up home prices significantly in 2021. So what's going to happen in the housing market in 2022? Well, let's take a look at some of the key factors driving the market. As of today, the general trends from 2021 continue. High demand, low supply, and very low interest rates. I do think there are some potential risks for the housing market in 2022. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the major factors currently affecting the real estate market. These are demand, supply, interest rates, and lastly, affordability. Just a quick reminder on demand and supply. When demand goes up, prices tend to go up. And when supply goes down, prices also tend to move up. When demand goes up and supply goes down at the same time, it is the perfect storm for price appreciation, and that is exactly what we've seen going on over the past couple years. Let's talk about demand and why I think it will continue for the next couple years. Demand is basically how many people want to buy a house. This includes investors, first-time homebuyers, and anyone that wants to buy a home. The biggest thing that's fueling demand right now is millennials buying homes. If you look at data from the US Census, there is a huge spike in the population of people around age 30. This is the peak age when people want to buy homes. And this is what's fueling the strong fundamental demand in this housing market. Central Iowa has been listed in several reports as one of the top areas for millennials to buy homes. Millennials driving demand for homes in Central Iowa will likely continue over the next few years, as this group is so large and spans over several years. Demand will stay strong and has the potential to grow slightly over the next few years. All right, let's move on and talk about inventory. Inventory is the thing that is really top of mind for so many people because it's been so low during the pandemic. There just haven't been many homes on the market over the past couple years. Top economists estimate the United States is 4 to 5 million homes short of actual demonstrated demand. How can that be? Let's look back at the time period between the 1990s and 2007. New construction housing starts were growing at a very rapid pace year over year. And then in 2008, new housing starts tanked and became literally non-existent. Because of this, we've gone for almost 10 years with new housing starts well below historical levels, and builders literally stopped building for a couple of those years. At our current level of building, if we continue on the current trajectory we're on, top housing industry experts are estimating that will take likely more than 4 to 5 years to close that supply gap. So what this tells us is inventory, which is the amount of supply we have in the market, is going to remain low for the next 5 to 10 years potentially. These are all positive signs for home values and the real estate market in 2022. The next topic I want to talk about is interest rates. Going back to the 1980s, interest rates have been on a solid downward trajectory. At the end of 2021, interest rates are basically at the bottom of where they can go, and it's hard to imagine mortgage rates can go any lower than they have over the past year. I've been saying this for the past 5 years and been proven wrong year after year, but it is really hard to imagine they can go any lower than they've been. In the beginning of 2022, mortgage rates have ticked up just a bit, but not a significant amount. They have lifted off that bottom though. There are a lot of top economists talking about the effect of higher rates on demand and housing prices. The consensus is once mortgage rates hit about 4%, it will have a definite effect on demand and prices will flatten out or maybe slightly decline. Unless inflation gets way out of control, this scenario isn't too likely in 2022, but we've all learned never say never. My experience has shown when rates tick up slightly, demand actually accelerates a bit as buyers get concerned they need to act now to get the best rates. So at this point, at least for 2022, interest rates will most likely not have a significant impact on demand. Going forward, however, interest rates moving higher do pose a risk, potentially chilling demand if they got up to around 4%. And as rates increase, our last topic is affected, affordability. Affordability is likely the biggest risk to the market over the next couple years. If prices continue to go up at the current pace and interest rates move upward, affordability will go down and more people will decide to rent. Rental rates are going up quickly, so this may support more buyers continuing to come into the market, even though home prices are going higher. Overall, in 2022, affordability will hang in there around current levels. So let's recap. Demand will continue to be strong over the next several years. Supply will continue to be low over the next several years. Interest rates will likely start to move towards the end of 2022, but not much. Affordability should hang in there similar to 2021. Based on all these factors, it looks like 2022 is going to continue to be a strong year for the housing market in central Iowa. My prediction is we're going to see home prices continue to increase at a rate close to 6 to 10%, which is slower than the past couple years, but still very strong. There are so many factors that affect the market, it's hard to nail down that price appreciation figure. In my mind, it would be ideal for price appreciation to slow down to the point of being kind of boring. This would create a much more sustainable market and ensure values continue to increase while creating an overall better quality of life for Americans. With our homes being more affordable than larger markets around the country and all of the exciting things happening around central Iowa, we are poised for continued growth through 2022 and beyond. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. I really like explaining the housing market and everything that is going on with it. Please let me know if this video has been helpful to you. I'd also love to hear what you think is going to happen in the housing market in 2022. And if you or somebody you know are considering buying or selling a home in 2022, now is the time to start talking to me. With inventory being so low and demand being so high, making sure you have a solid plan will help you be successful in this strong seller's market. My name is Tom Miller. You can always find me here on YouTube or at Tom_Miller_Realtor on Instagram, or you can type in the search Tom Sells My Home on Facebook. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, be sure to hit subscribe. Thanks for watching.